Welcome everyone to the Wednesday night opportunity meeting for Quantum Field. We are excited and honored to see you guys tonight, and it is going to be a fun night for you. We're excited to have you on and soon to be business partners. And we have our amazing sponsor on here, Onyx Cole, Senior Presidential Director. Welcome.
Thank you. You two look gorgeous as usual. I don't know how you all do it. We've been having so much fun. This is my favorite night of the week. It's Wednesday. I get to hang out with Steve and Gina. Yay!
Yes.
I'm really, really happy that everybody's on the call. We're going to talk about this amazing patch called the X39. And as Tony Robbins likes to say, life will never be the same.
That's right. Exactly. That's right. Exactly. Amen on that.
And you know what? I was reading his book, Life Force, as Onyx was patching me. And that is the truth. And it was talking all about stem cell activation and what you can do to do it. It was all about injections. You know, everybody all was. So, you know, the great thing is we're actually out there we're going on a big tour coming up and get ready to, you saw some of the slides tonight, but we're coming to you, and it's all about stem cell awareness. Not anybody knows that you can get your stem cells go stagnant and you can reactivate them. We're going to talk about that tonight. I love this technology where Onyx is in Miami. We're here in West Palm Beach. All of you, or wherever you're at in your living rooms or in your car, wherever you're at, calling in around the world. But it's a incredible way to get the word out as fast as we can. And then we have meetings like we've been having recently in person that we can look people in the eye, let them know this is the real deal. And I'm telling you, it's all about this X39. So we're fired up to have everyone on here tonight. We're going to give you a top level presentation of exactly what we are doing and how this stem cell reactivation works and the business plan behind it.
Absolutely. So welcome everyone. Tonight we're going to be talking about this amazing X39 patch, this tiny little patch right here. The inside of it, the little white part, is made of nano organic crystals. On the back it has paper. You literally just peel it off. It is so simple. You don't need water. You just got to have two hands. You take the back of the sticker off and you put this patch literally anywhere. So I'm going to put it right here. Boom. It's on my right here. You've got one on here.
Matching.
From Australia morning Zoom. So
when I was in Australia this morning, I put it on early this morning.
That's right. That's right. So anyways, this tiny little patch, you put it on in the morning. The best thing to do is, because this is going to be a new routine for you, and you want to wear this consistently. So this tiny little X39 patch, you wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off. The best way to remember, because it's going to be a new program you're doing, and it's so easy. Like I said, all you got to do is be able to peel the back of the paper off, put it on your body, anywhere on your body, put this right by your toothbrush in the morning. So you remember when you wake up, put the patch on. When you go to bed at night, you brush your teeth again, you put the patch, you take the patch off. So I just peel it off, boom, and you throw it away. But I'm going to put it back on because it's brand new. So you wear it for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. The heat in your body elevates, raises your copper peptides, which then activates your own stem cells. So some of your stem cells, as you age, I'm 61, woo, that went fast. And so what happens as you age, your stem cells become sleepy and lazy. So it wakes up the ones that are still alive, and then it makes new stem cells. It's incredible what's happening. We have some awesome testimonies tonight, and I have amazing testimonies. So my testimonies are, my first one is, I got to remember it, 6 weeks in, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I am not going to get a testimony, but it took 6 weeks and I had restless leg syndrome. So my restless leg syndrome took 6 weeks to completely be gone. Now I lay in bed, I relax, I go to sleep, go into deep dreams. It's amazing what happens. And I actually thought the other night, I used to get up to go to the bathroom. I've had 5 kids. We have 4 living. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. I used to get up probably 5. I lost count how many times I just stopped flushing the toilet because it was way too many times. So I got up probably at least 5 times. And I noticed that I'm only getting up twice now. That is absolutely incredible. So that's another new testimony. They just keep happening and happening. So my next testimony is 4 months. I go into the eye doctor. we're checking out. He's telling me, your eyes are reversing. You don't need any new scripts. Every single time I've gone, I've got to up my script. I'm like, what in the world? So he tells me my eyes are reversing. That is absolutely incredible. He told Steve the same exact thing. His eyes reversed and aging. We high-fived saying, woo, we just saved $500 each, no lenses. Only this patch, $99 a month or $3.30 a day. That is huge. So we got so fired up thinking, wow, here we are paying $99 a month for these 30 patches to wear every single day. And we just had our eyes reverse. That is an amazing testimony. 4 months wearing the patch, 6 months wearing the patch. We travel where it's blizzardy cold. I don't know who in the world would ever live there, but I guess a lot of you like it cold. I like it warm. I'm a Floridian. So I'm like a baby. I used to tell Steve, honk the horn when the car is warm and I'll come out of the house. But anyway, so it's
Poor Steve.
Oh, yeah, poor Steve.
Yeah.
So at 6 months wearing the patch, I had an amazing testimony happen, and I didn't feel the healing. I didn't realize it till all of a sudden I put actually a bottle of water on the bathroom counter in our motor coach, and I thought everything froze up. The toilet froze up. The sewer froze up. The sink froze up. Everything froze. We had no water. So I set a bottle of water on the counter thinking that I'm going to be really smart. It's going to be, room temperature when I get up in the morning to brush my teeth. Well, let me tell you what, anything you set anywhere when it's cold, that cold, 20 below, it freezes. So my cold water, my warm water, my countertop water was freezing. So I'm rinsing my teeth out with the water and I'm like screaming. He comes running back. I'm like, yes, you are not going to believe it, but I have my third testimony yet. Yeah. And so my gums are so sensitive. They were so sensitive. And it took 6 months. So I didn't feel that healing. I have bone loss, bone recession. Absolutely incredible. I'm blown away at that testimony. I will never, ever, ever stop wearing this patch. It's amazing.
So before X39, you had sensitive gums and bone loss. And then 6 months after wearing it, that's gone.
Yes.
Amazing.
Your body, Gina Mary, is amazing. Your body is healing itself.
My body is completely healing itself. And actually, I could feel between my teeth, the gums coming unattached. It is a true story. Yeah. My dentist, I haven't seen him because he retired, but we just patched him. And he is going to be completely blown away when we go to dinner with him to follow up. He's been wearing the patches. We're going to get a testimony from him. He's going to be blown away because he knows me for a very, very long time, probably 30 years at least. So he's going to be so excited for me and excited because that's what he loves, is passion. Yeah. So he's going to be fired up to be able to share this with so many people. So again, no sensitivity in my gums, but I wore this patch. I'm telling you faithfully, consistently, did not feel any of that healing. Then my last testimony is mental clarity. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. It is absolutely incredible. And I noticed that it said 6 weeks on here. Well, maybe because I'm 61. I don't know. It took me a little longer, but I have so much mental clarity. Even my kids said, Mom, you are so on your game all the time. It's amazing. So I am so excited for each one of you that are on here tonight. Whoever invited you thinks highly of you. And I'm telling you, something is going to happen with the healing in your body. So again, this patch did not heal my body. All those 5 testimonies I just gave you did not heal my body. What it did, it put my body on a complete reboot. Wherever it was up, it started to heal on its own. Amazing, amazing. We're so fired up. So for whoever invited you on here tonight, there is an order form, and this is what it looks like. So you might have gotten this emailed to you, or you might have gotten a link sent to you. Either way, it's a great way for you to enroll. And what happens is you enroll kind of just like you go to Costco's. You enroll, you pay a membership. You can buy all their products for a discount. That's how this is. It's amazing. You can get the product all the way down to $84. Yes, $84 for an entire month. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But I want you to know there's one thing. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what do you have to lose? Nothing. Yeah. You got everything to gain. So we're fired up that you're on here tonight. We might sound like we got a lot of high energy. And hello, we do.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you are 61. Dad's going to be 60 on June 21st. So we are just excited to have you on. But this patch is just a blessing to so many. We have never been in so much tears hearing the testimonies that people have. Tonight, you're going to hear some. And remember, the patch doesn't heal. It just puts your body on a reboot and your body begins to heal on its own, just like God intended. So welcome to everyone. We're Steve and Gina Merritt from West Palm Beach, Florida, and we are glad to have you on.
Guys, if you haven't been patched yet, you definitely want to get with your friend and make sure that you get you the X39 patches so you can follow directions that Gina mentioned. We'll go over them again tonight, but you will feel incredible. I will tell you that we've been wearing the patch for over 10 months, and I feel incredible. I was a pro athlete for over 25 years. I've had 14 surgeries, living in pain for over 10 years. Thank goodness our friend Onyx, who's on here, is our sponsor. She heard about this X39 and has been talking to us and said, Steve, you've got to get on this patch. And within 1 week, all the pain went away.
She said, Steve, you're going in for another surgery.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, thank goodness she said that.
So because she's been heard about this patch about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, I want her to explain what she's seen in the patch when she first heard about it. And by the way, this is a lady that would never ever be sharing anything in wellness unless she believed in it. I'm sure she had people from all over contacting her, all kinds of wellness products, and this one lit her up. And it's because she's very into doing the right thing. She isn't going to just promote anything. She's been involved for, like I said, for over 3 years. She wouldn't be doing this if she didn't believe in the product and believe that every one of you could be blessed because of it. So tell us a little bit about the patch, what it does, how you heard about it, what you feel about it, and how the company's been growing and how this incredible explosion is happening that they can take part of it. Go ahead, Onyx.
Absolutely. So I was introduced this patch by a girlfriend of mine in California. I live in Florida. I had never heard of the company. At the time, it was a 16-year-old company, and this product was introduced to the market January of 19. X39 took David Schmidt, who is our founder, he's the inventor, he's our CEO. It took David Schmidt 10 years of research and development and $4.5 million to bring it to market. And so when my girlfriend called me at the end of July, she asked if I had heard of this product. I said no. She asked if I had heard of the company. I said no. She asked me if I knew what photobiomodulation was, and I said yes. She said, I knew you would know what that is. And I said, yes, because I have a red light bed in my house. So this is a frequency patch. It is not a transdermal patch. So there's nothing that passes through the skin. What happens is when you put this patch on, it activates the crystals in the patch that send a frequency to the skin that tell your body to elevate GHK copper peptide. Now, when I got here, I didn't know what that was. I had to Google it. If you're brand new tonight, you can write down this website, startx39.com, and you can read about GHK copper peptide. You can read more about the patches and how it works. You can see the science. Steve and Gina are going to talk about all that, the patents, etc. But the frequencies are a lot like when we stand in the sun. And so when we go outside and we stand in the sun sends a frequency to our skin that says, make vitamin D. The patches work in exactly the same way. So the 16 years prior to me arriving at LifeWave, the company did approximately $20 million annually. X39 was introduced in January of 19 after 10 years of research and development and $4.5 million to bring it to market. I said yes the last day of July 19, and we finished 19 at $70 million. We finished 2020 at $140 million. That's through the pandemic, you all. We doubled. We finished the year after at $280 million. We finished last year at $320 million. And we finished the month of February at $31 million. So if you've never done a network marketing business, which before Steve and Gina introduced me to this type of opportunity, I had never done it. Steve and Gina taught me the industry. And one of the things you're looking for is a product like this, which is very hard to find because typically everybody has this product. Well, you're going to hear from Steve about how specialized this product is. Nobody's got it. And we have a patent. And I think our patent doesn't run out for like 18 more years, which is just incredible. It's affordable. But then the other thing you're looking for in an opportunity, a network marketing opportunity, is momentum. And with the numbers I just shared with you, you can see the momentum is going like this. And so the neat thing is, once the momentum has begun, you can jump on to the rocket ship and become part of the momentum. And that's what Steve and Gina taught me last time. I watched the three of us work together last time. We drove a company to $1 billion in sales in the first 3.5 years. And that sounds really cool. But you know what was really cool is when you drive an MLM company to whatever number, whether it's 320 million or whether it's $1 billion annually, corporate pays out 50 to 60% in commissions. So when you do $1 billion in sales, that means $500 to $600 million is paid out to regular people like you and me. And so Steve, Gene, and I, we watched that together last time. We watched our friends and family. They were winning. They were not participating in a recession. And you're standing right here. I think this is one of the best products on the market, in a market that is massive, meaning stem cells. Everybody's interested in stem cells, and we've already got the momentum. So the heavy work is done. You got to plug in. This is not an entitlement program. You got to plug in and work. But man, the three of us are working like crazy, and we'll all be business partners together.
Yes.
And you can see,
yes.
I love how she explains, so you really can see what is happening, how incredible the product is. And you don't have this kind of momentum unless you've got a product that is on a rocket ship with this kind of, if it doesn't work. So that is what's incredible. So again, most of this stuff I'm going to be talking to you about, I learned as Onyx introduced me to the X39. We didn't know this kind of stuff. For instance, I've had those 14 surgeries, so obviously I know a lot of doctors. I know a lot of therapists, stretch therapists, hyperbaric therapists, acupuncturists, chiropractors, massage therapists, deep muscle massage. Okay, watch. Not one of them, and I've gone to 37 years of physicals, okay? Why? Every time I went to the physical, my doctor said, "Why are you here?" Because my wife has sent me to this physical. And I've even had the doctor, the nurse, or the assistant knocking on the door, and the doctor opens the door and he says, "Why are you here?" She said, "Because the wife called me and said, can you make sure you check this, this, and this on him?" So, I mean, at least that's a good thing that she wants to keep me around, but that just tells you how thoroughly checked I've been for 37 years. I never went to a physical hardly before that because I was on my own, competing as a athlete. But here, I never had one of those doctors or therapists say to me, "Do you know that as you age, your stem cells become stagnant?" I thought this is very interesting, and I asked all my friends, has any doctor told you this? To this day, they have not. Nobody has ever heard that at 30 years old, half of your stem cells are active. Guys, 30 does not take very long. I mean, and not, whoever's on here tonight, 25, you're almost there, okay? Yeah. And at 60, almost all your stem cells are not active. You have stem cells, but they're not active like they should be. And that is what I've never been told. And no one that I've called since July 1st, that's when I started asking, patching, talking to people in person on the phone. Not a person has ever been told this. And that's why I call it stem cell awareness. Maybe we need to have stem cell awareness month or a year. I don't know. I know one thing. Yeah, we are awareing people that you feel sluggish, you feel out of energy, you're recovering slower, you're you're more prone to sickness and disease. It's because of this one point, because every organ in your body is made up of stem cells. And that is why you're not feeling like you want to be feeling. Now, Gina explained this, Onyx did a bit too, that in this patch, the X39, you've got organic nanocrystals in it that are formulated to activate your copper peptide. And how does it do that? Through the light of your body, just activates those crystals. So nothing is going in your body. No matter what medication, whatever you're taking, whatever ailment you got, you can put the patch on and the body is going to heal itself, because when it reactivates those own stem cells, because the copper peptide goes up, your body starts healing itself. And so anything you hear tonight, it's not the patch doing it. The patch is just being put on there. But when that copper peptide goes up in your body, your stem cells are healing your own body, which is very unique. Now, what's very different between anything else you heard, as far as injections, that's the only other way that people know about having their stem cells reactivated is an injection is very expensive. And as a matter of fact, they told me that we're going to give you a deal. If you want to get stem cell injections, only $23,000. Now, I don't know how many of you got 23 grand. Insurance doesn't cover this. And they talk to you like, hey, you just got them sitting around here. Give us 23 grand. We'll get you a stem cell injection. And they do not guarantee a money back guarantee like Gina mentioned. Ask your doctor next time he cracks you as a chiropractor or anything that they do to you, is this a money back guarantee you're doing? Never, ever. So that's very interesting. And then the fact that your stem cells still that get injected can go stagnant unless you're wearing the X39. So that's very unique. Now, a stem cell injection only goes into a joint or a muscle, stays there. It does not do what the stem cell reactivation X39 patches do, where when your stem cells are reactivated, they go to the different organs that need to be repaired. So wherever the weakest link is, you might have something going on in your liver. So don't get so hung up if your knee pain doesn't go away. You heard Gina. She said things that she wanted. It didn't happen as quick, but it does eventually happen. So, and what's very unique is it's affordable. Yes. $99 versus $23,000 is a much more, let me try that first. And that's why as this industry grows, which is the hottest topic that Onyx talked about, I'm saying on the street, not just in wellness, but you talk to anyone that you've got a product, a technology that reactivates your own stem cells, you can hear a pin drop. Everybody wants to hear about it.
That's right.
The company's been around, like Onyx said, for 19 years. She took it personally. When I heard the gal that we taught and helped teach her what this industry was all about, took the company individually from 20 million to $280 million, it was a wake-up call for Gina and myself. We kept leaning forward just like people do. And I make sure you tell this story to your friends that this happened in the last few years. And then when Gina and I got started, the company has gone now to 320 million last year. We just were with David Schmidt, the owner and inventor of the X39. And he said that we're going to we're poised to hit 400 million by the end of this year. So we are rocket shipping to that $1 billion.
That's for sure.
If you are looking to be on in a position to succeed, you need to have a product that everyone's winning at. Now, David's got 130 patents. Most of us don't know a friend that has one patent, let alone 130 patents. Think about this. Like Onyx said, 10 years of research, $4.5 million to bring it to market. That is grit. That is stamina. That's stick-to-itness. I love a guy like this because it took me that to become a world champion. So I had to stick with something. So I love someone that's got that kind of a background. And like I said, like in the slide earlier, we're in 75 countries. So I'm excited that it's a 19-year-old company, not a startup, because startups usually don't start up. And the fact that we're in 75 countries means that you can build this internationally already, which a startup usually is only open in one or a few countries. And everyone knows somebody that has a cousin that has a friend somewhere in another part of the world, which is exciting. Now, Onyx mentioned we've got the patent that was just recently approved, July 2020. I haven't heard anyone, 99.9% of all the people I called have never heard of the start of the X39 since I started making phone calls and patching people, talking to people on the street for the last 10 plus months. I haven't heard anyone that knew about it. That's an opportunity if you want to, okay? Now, the reason why many and most people do not compete in a word-of-mouth type business or networking company is because all of them have the same products. For the last 2 decades, that's the last 20 years, everyone has got the same product. So it's very difficult to win. And I'm not surprised if you were involved and you didn't win. But don't let that hold you back. Let that be a learning curve. Gina and I were in a network. We've only signed up twice. This would be our 3rd time in our life. But we were in a one to begin with that we did succeed, but they didn't pay very much. But we used it as a learning curve to win and succeed with Onyx in the one that we took there. So what happens is when they all have the same products, weight loss, skincare, supplements, makeup, shampoo, even if you got a unique collagen or something in your product, so does the health food store, CBD. So does the department store. And, you know, you're competing against TV infomercials with all these categories as well as online. So do not be fooled by where you're at. And I will say it's very nice that you tell people this because a lot of people, they want to know why they didn't succeed. They wanted it to work. They just wondered why it didn't work. It's because you didn't have a unique product that's patented that everyone needs to have. So here's some of the things that the X39 does. Rapid pain relief. Gina talked about a lot of this. Inflammation, reducing inflammation is why most of this works. So take a picture of it, look at it, but realize the energy, the vitality that we've got. Normally, for those COVID years at 6:30 at night, all of us were yawning. Oh, let's go to bed. Here we're starting a meeting at 8 o'clock, and we got vigor, we got energy, vitality, and mental clarity. And it don't take lightly the improved skin appearance that we're saying on here.
You're gonna love it.
And even young kids like our 23-year-old friend Luke, that's the son of our friend Carl and Kathy Firestone, who had cystic acne for years. They tried everything. They put the patch on, and within 5 weeks, he took a picture and showed me his face and his back. All the acne was gone.
And this is huge, guys, because he didn't have to take Accutane. Accutane is like a chemical, and it's so bad for you. Our daughter was actually on it years ago. We weren't aware of how bad it was, unfortunately, but she broke her ankle 2 times during her course of this treatment. So it's bad stuff. I'm telling you, this is amazing. In 5 weeks, his skin is completely clear. The confidence that comes back, whoa, for $99 a month is amazing. It's powerful what this product will do.
Yeah, you can't imagine how much he was paying to go to the dermatologist, all those years trying to help at 23. Now, think about the emotion and, the responsibility you have now. You didn't know when you came on here that you were going to have a responsibility, but you cannot keep this a secret.
No.
Everywhere you go, any place you go throughout the day, we have our phone rings all day long with different things that are going on in people's lives with their health and with their finances, but a lot with their health. And you owe it to your friends and family to get this X39 out. And that's why I call it stem cell awareness. Take a look at this 77-year-old woman's brain. I was blown away. If you look at the top corner, that's David Schmidt that we showed his picture earlier, doing an interview with Gina, myself, and Onyx. And he showed us this woman's brain. She wore the stem cell patch behind her neck. Session 1 is without the X39. And what he explained was you can tell that there's absolutely no stem cell activity, barely anything in that brain. By session 2 is 3 weeks on the X39. It lights up. And in session 3 is 6 weeks, completely lights up with that stem cell activity in that brain, which is very, very interesting because this is not just her brain. This is all of our brains as we get older. Do you want your brain with no stem cell activity? I can't get anyone to look me in the eye and say, yes, I want to have stagnant stem cells in my brain for the rest of my life. You'll never forget about tonight's presentation. And by the way, this is not just your brain. This is your liver. This is your lungs, your kidneys, your heart, and your skin if you don't put this X39 on. So beware, this is the answer, and I don't want anyone to be left behind. That's why I call it stem cell awareness on all these presentations that we're doing. Now, here is the long-term results per our website, startx39.com. 80 case studies are on there that you can get your information from. In first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. That's why we're seeing these anyone with kind of brain motor skills light up. People with strokes that couldn't talk are unable to talk. People with
emotional
autism kids are having incredible results. People with MS that their brain is part of that whole situation are seeing incredible results. Again, we're not saying the patch is doing this. We're putting the patch on and the body's healing itself. Brain becomes balanced within 6 weeks. That's another thing people can't say no to. I mean, I can't believe myself walking around with unbalanced brain. Maybe I was. People that say no to putting this patch on, they have got an unbalanced brain. They must. I mean, who would say no after they heard this presentation? Put the patch on, have them drink a little water, about 5 minutes, they'll come to their senses and sign up and get themselves started properly. Now, this decreases PTSD, anxiety, and depression, and we're seeing a lot of people with this that's going on. And they're putting the patch on and they have a new passion for life because of it.
Exactly.
So within 3 months, your collagen is increased, ladies.
It's amazing, ladies. I'm telling you, you're going to not believe the difference in your skin. I mean, I'm telling you, my skin is like night and day. Wrinkles gone, age spots disappearing, just completely disappearing. I've heard, I know Aunt B, that's what we call her, Aunt B. Aunt B is probably on here. She said she had a mole on her face and it just completely fell off. People are saying crazy stuff about their skin. It's absolutely incredible what's happening. And then at 6 months, this is huge. Heart reverses in age. So, and out of 14 out of 15 people have lowered their cardiovascular average by 8 years. It's completely incredible. Only wearing this tiny little patch. I have very close friends, Ken and Carolyn Huebner. I had called them about the patches. They said, no, we're not interested. Then they called me back later. I guess maybe they saw something on Facebook or just started thinking about it. They're like, they called me back. No, we want to try the patches. They tried the patches, like for, I think we gave them 6 days of patches. Yeah. They called me back, said, no, we want to sign up. Ken hadn't walked a mile in like a long time, walked a mile around their neighborhood. Carolyn has been wearing the patch for now 2 months, but at a month and a half of wearing the patch, she was supposed to go in to get a stent put in. When they went to go, he said, you know what, I'm just going to check you before we do the surgery. He went in, she was at 69% blockage. When he went in, it was 32%. Woo! So the doctor said, no, we're not doing surgery. There's no reason to do surgery. So listen, she didn't feel her heart reversing, but that's what happened. Amazing results. So you got to wear the patch consistently, persistently. It's amazing at 6 months. And again, David Schmidt said it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. So I am completely 100% in.
Guys, this is our team product website. Another reason why people do not win in our industry is because the company normally gives them a link. Yeah. They send them that link to take a look at their product. But the prospect and even doctor, we have never seen so many doctors in our life sign up and get engaged and excited about the X39 in any network we've ever been in because of this team product website. The reason why is because it only focuses on the product. There's no network marketing appeal. They don't see the free trips, the money, and all the other products. Yeah. They can only zone in on the 80 case studies and the doctor's reviews of this X39 product. So it's very powerful. And I love this, that as soon as they ask you a question, you say, that's a great question. You send them this link. You don't have to answer all the questions. So it's very time productive.
So for those of you who are new on here tonight, when we get done and you still are like wondering, I encourage you to go to startx39.com. Thank you, Onyx Cole. Our sponsor created this website. You don't have to put your information in. You can't sign up on it. It only is information. You can dive in deep and get massive information. Maybe you are like a doctor and you need to go, I need way more information. This is the website, Start X39, that you want to go to. Or you can go in and just get a little bit of information and then call the person that sent you to this link tonight to get on. Then you can get registered.
Okay, Gene had mentioned that that the case studies were done wearing the patch behind the neck and below the belly button. You wear it for 12 hours on, then you throw the X39 away, and your body rejuvenates itself from all the stem cells that were reactivated. Yeah. Okay, now we've done the interview with David Schmidt multiple times, and we always ask him, where can you wear the patch? Anywhere you have pain.
Yeah.
So it works anywhere. These are just where they do the case studies for a professional case study that the doctors want to have the exact information from the study. So you can wear the patch though anywhere you have pain, and it works. And let me tell you, it does work because it worked for me. We've got some testimonies. Now, again, mine, I told you, I've been wearing the patch. I've been in pain after those 14 surgeries for years, about 10 years, taking handfuls of Excedrin and Advil, and within 1 week, my pain went away. So that is incredible. And I've had other friends that are competed with me as well, and the same exact thing happened. A lot of them were on even high doses of opioids, and they didn't have any reaction when they got off. No, again, it wasn't the patch. The patch allowed the body to heal itself. So we've got a testimony tonight.
Yes, and I hope I've been practicing your name, and I hope I get it right. Do we have on here Tatavik Christian? I hope I said it right. I've been practicing Andre Devouty.
There she is.
You did say it actually. It wasn't bad at all.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on. Go ahead and share your testimony with everyone. They're so excited to hear you.
Well, thank you for having me. So a very good friend of mine, Andre Davuti, we've been friends for over 20 years. And about 8 months ago, he called me and said, Todd, there is a product I want you to use it because I know you have an issue. My issue was, why I'm saying was, because I don't have it anymore. For over 10 years, I've had severe inflammation and pain throughout my entire right side of the body, to a point where I can't sleep. My hands are numb. During nighttime, when I would go to bed, it's like a nightmare for me because I had to turn every 3 seconds. And because of that, I couldn't sleep. My arm would just go super numb. It turns like purple, blood's not flowing through it. Just horrible pain. Andre knew about that and he said, you have to use this. He was using it for about a month or so from what I know. And he said he's seeing changes. I'm like, Andre, what patch? I mean, what are you talking about? What is that? He's like, you have to try it. And I'm like, Andre, I don't believe in patches. I don't know. I don't want medicine. I don't do medicine. He just went on explaining it. It's not medicine. He went on with the whole copper peptide. I'm like, what is he talking about? Like some gibberish language sometimes that if you're not aware of it. And then when I Googled copper peptide, I was like, okay, I understand, but a patch, like, what is that going to do? So I let it pass. He would consistently call me. He said, you have to try it at least. And then one day he's like, I'm going to send you some samples. Well, he's in California. I'm in Texas. He mailed out, I think about 8 or 10 patches. I can't remember. And I'm like, I got the patches. I'll think about if I want to use it. I still didn't use it. I refused to use it. My husband's like, what are you going to do? This is not going to help you. Like, are you kidding me? A patch? What, you believe this stuff? And it was just like this whole skeptical thing about it. Andre called me. He goes, are you using it? I'm like, Andre, I'm not. Honestly, I don't know. And then literally a month passed. I was cleaning up one day and I saw the envelope that Andre had mailed to me. And I said, you know what? What's going to hurt? Let me give it a try. I mean, he said it's not medicine. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I put it on. On my 3rd day, I got out of bed. When I stood up, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have pain under my feet because the pain I had under my feet was severe. I would tell my husband, please give me a massage every day. That was the thing that I had to do. And then I'm like, no, it can't be the patch because it was so good to be true for a moment that I didn't want to believe it. I called Andre. I'm like, Andre, I feel something. I don't have pain under my leg, but I'm still not believing it. He just said, just use it. I said, okay. On day 4, no pain again. Day 5, I'm like, how do I order this? So I went ahead, I ordered a 5-month supply and I started using it. While I was in my 3rd week to use my patch, I kid you not, I have had no pain in my arm, my right side, my leg. Unbelievable. It's really unbelievable too. Sometimes I'm like, is this even a thing? I'm sleeping like a baby. I could officially sleep on my right arm and not have numbness and the severe pain that I used to have. I would go get treatments all the time, physical therapy, because I do have herniated disc from a fall a couple of years ago. But I don't have that pain. I feel amazing. I can officially do whatever I want with my arm. I couldn't vacuum. I couldn't clean. If I were to chop anything, if I'm cooking, it was impossible. I had to let go of the knife after a few seconds to let my blood flow in my arm before I could continue doing anything. And I am so grateful to Andre, and I'm so grateful to everyone for this amazing product, to be honest with you. And I have not stopped talking about it since I felt the relief on myself. And my mom just called me this morning. She's on her 10th day. She just finished chemotherapy. She's going to go for surgery, but she's been in a lot of pain for years and years. She called me today. She goes, I only have 10% of pain left. I was like, Mom, you're kidding me. I'm like, just use it. That 10% will go away. And it feels so good. And she is going to go under surgery because of her cancer. But she's so energetic. She's so positive. She's like, I feel so good and positive about it. And I just told her, just use it and talk about it. And she's been telling everybody about it as well. So thank you. I am just amazed. And I feel like I'm going to probably use this forever now.
Wow. Dr. V, thank you so much. What an amazing testimony. And I'm so glad that you said, you know what, I'm just going to try it and see what happens.
I did. What else was
What
I going to
a
do?
blessing. And now look at your mom. Amazing. And we're going to pray for her to have a complete healing in Jesus' name.
Thank you. Thank you so
You are
much.
so welcome. And thank you for being a part tonight, sharing your testimony, blessing other people, because, you know, it does seem crazy that this tiny little patch can take away your pain. It's not medicine. Nothing goes in your body. Nothing goes through your body. And remember, this patch does not heal. It did not heal Tatavik. This patch just put her body in a reboot, and her body began to heal on its own, just like God intended. So thank you for sharing tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know, and I love that Tatavik was a bit skeptical. I mean, many people are on her. Many of your friends might feel the same way. Even myself, it took us 3 years. Onyx talked to us the day she started, okay? And it took us 3 years to get started. So you think you might have been tough. We were a lot tougher than that. And, you know, I've been having surgeries and stuff. So it's amazing that God opened up all of our hearts to at least try the X39 and look at the result we're having. Now your mom is having the result. And now we're going to be business partners because we need to, it's our responsibility to share to all the people. And because you were a little skeptical, Onyx was this way when we talked to her at the very beginning of this industry. That were the best people because they're the ones that are on fire for the product and for the opportunity. So it's incredible.
Are we going to see you on our tour in Texas?
The Houston one, for sure, I'm here.
Hey, yes.
Let's check it out.
We're
have you definitely there.
We're hitting the road to share with everybody. So hey, you know what? That was incredible testimony. You can see how we have been crying for the last 10 months more than we have for the last 10 years over our friends' health. Now, there's an opportunity we're going to talk about, but I want you to think about what is something that means a lot to you. What do you want out of life? Most people just want to have more family time. They want to have more time to have adventure. You know, we're not talking about materialistic things. We're talking about keeping the house you got and paying it off.
That's
keeping the car you got, paying it off. And then living life instead of just
recession.
You know, letting life pass you by. It's done. That's not what we want for you. We want you to have a life, a dream life that you can look back and say, look at all the things that I did in my life.
That's right.
And you know what? It can all turn in a flash because the right opportunity that came to you, which I believe in a gold platter that just handed you tonight, but it's up to you to make that happen.
And you know what? Travel. You can travel for free with us. We just got home, a lot of us from Aruba. It was absolutely incredible. We had so much fun.
So look at what you are, think about what you are looking for. And that is what we're talking about tonight. Now, the industry, I will say this much. Anik talked about this earlier tonight, about it's such an easy conversation. This will be the easiest thing you ever do. Now, will it be a little challenging? Maybe at first. It's kind of like when Gina was a flight attendant for over 25 years, all those years, after the first 6 months, she kind of learned what she was going to do. And it was a cakewalk from there. I mean, I'm not saying she didn't have to work hard and had challenges, but you know, once you learn something, you can make it happen. Same thing here. Don't let this pass you by because of a negative Nelly person or whatever that just has stagnant stem cells. This is too big to pass up. Once you get it, you will be blown away. And the industry is going to $300 billion. So I have never in my life, and I'm not a conversation starter of a person, okay? I'm a coach. I can tell you what I did. So the great thing is I'm telling you what we did together, Gene and I, teaming up with Onyx. And because we had a little history together, it did work faster for us because we trusted her judgment. Once you get to know us, You can see when we have a meeting, we say we're coming to Houston or Tatavita lives, we are going to Houston.
And everything's bigger in Texas, guys. Woo! Let's go.
So how does it work? I'm going to just briefly go over it with you. We can help you get up to speed. We got videos and stuff to teach you, but it's basically very similar to a franchise. Now, the difference between this and a franchise that you buy, you basically bought a job. Here, you own the franchise. You can you got no territory. You can build it anywhere you want in 75 countries that were open legally. I've made calls. I can't find anyone that's even heard of the X39. So it's a very, very, very big opportunity for every one of you. Now, the difference between this franchise and a normal franchise, there's no employees. There's no brick and mortar. There's no going to the bank to get a loan. There is, we're not promoting French fries and hamburgers or submarine sandwiches or chicken sandwiches. We're promoting stem cell reactivation patches, which makes you feel incredible when you hear a testimony like Tatavita's testimony. That was incredible. And think about how her friend Andre feels about it. And what about us? If we wouldn't have said yes to Onyx, there's a fine line. She never would have had that recovery that she's talking about. Now, everybody that's on here, hundreds of people tonight, and there's more people on the YouTube channel. Everybody's going to go underneath everybody as they enroll. Nobody knows anybody. So I've never seen that in sales where you get credit for the people you don't know. So the sooner you fill out this form or click on the link that your friend sent you and fill it out, the sooner people get put underneath you that you don't know, and you get paid up to $25,000 per week for the people you don't know. I mean, I've never heard of anything. Have you ever had at your career, you feel, I don't know about Gina, maybe she felt the same way. I always felt it at every job I ever had, that I appreciate that I have a job, but I don't feel that I was getting paid what I was worth.
That is a fact and a
Okay.
half at the airlines, because I
Good
felt
night.
like I was doing all the girls sitting on the jump seat reading their magazine. I was doing all the work, but I was making only my pay.
And I love to ask her the question because she'll tell you the way it was, and I'm sure you feel the same way. How about feeling guilty? This will be the only time that you will have a company, you will have a career, you will have a profession, a company, a business, and income that you will say, oh my gosh, I feel like they're paying me more than what I should be getting paid. But do not send it back. Start paying off your debt and start putting it away for your fun adventures that you're going to have with your family.
Absolutely.
Now, there's a matching bonus that's unlimited, but if you don't get excited about the $1 million plus income from our team commission, you're probably not going to get excited, but they reward you more money for the people that you bring in personally. 25% for your personal friend. When they bring in a friend, 20%. When they bring in a friend, 20%. This is very, very, very lucrative. I can tell you from a fact personally and from my friends that have only been in for 10 months.
Yeah.
We've only been in, we're like the guinea pigs. Now we know it's big. Now we know everybody wants their stem cells reactivated and the company pays incredibly. You don't want to pass up what's about to happen. We do have sample program where we teach people to break these sleeves. When you hear the term sleeve, like Gina was holding up, this is a 30-day supply, about the size of a postcard. You got 30 patches in there. See how it says 30 patches right there, okay? And then we break them down to sample envelopes. So you're not giving away $100. You're just giving away 3 patches, maybe 6 patches, like Tatavita was saying. But you don't give out the whole thing. People try it.
Yeah, she said day 3 she felt something.
Some people
And
are
then
one
3
patch
weeks
wonders.
later, she's leaping on her left side.
But at least
Amazing.
everyone knows that it's nothing that's going to hurt them. They get the feeling of wearing it. It's not necessarily you're going to get your feeling. David suggests that you need for every decade that you live, you need to wear it per month. So if you're 50 years old, you need to wear it 5 months at least to get a good feeling. I mean, come on, this is so much inexpensive compared to any other treatment, drug, under the counter.
And it's safe. It's amazing.
Now, Onyx, maybe you could tell us a little bit, if you want to click back on, a little bit about our 331 system, which is so simple and duplicatable of just talking to 3 people, patching or texting 3 people a day, and following up with 3 people and putting somebody on a Zoom like we are tonight, or putting in front of them yourself.
Absolutely. Sorry, I turned the light off.
Go ahead.
Let me turn the light back on. There we go. So you guys can see me.
There we go.
So the 331 system was what we established about 3 years ago. It's been incredibly successful. And the reason that we know it's successful is that there's people within the team that are making 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, even 7-figure incomes in the 3.5 years that I've been here. So it's a very simple system. It's basically that you're going to introduce X39 to 3 people a day. You're going to follow up with 3 people a day, and you're going to invite 1 person a day onto a call like this, or you could show the plan yourself. Everything you need is in that website, and you could spend hours and hours and hours learning, but I always tell everyone, don't spend the time doing that. Be ignorance on fire. It's okay, but know that we got your back. Everything you need, any question that gets asked of you, you'll be able to find the answer either by texting the person who put you in the business, texting Steve and Gina, texting myself, putting it on the team Facebook page, or you can find it right there in the Build 331. So one of the things that I love about a networking business is that people who are successful are sharing their success secrets, and we're all in business together. So, you open up a multi-million-dollar earning real estate firm, you're not walking next door to the new real estate firm that just moved in and telling them all your success secrets. In network marketing, the people who are successful are sharing their success secrets. They want to see you succeed. So we've got a huge community here of people who are succeeding and who are helping other people succeed. I've never seen anything like this. This industry is completely different than traditional business. And every Saturday we have a training call. We feature different leaders. It's always fun. We're having a great time. I love what Steve says. We are serious about having fun, but we're also serious about building business. And so it's a great, great time. And everything you all need is here to be successful.
Amazing.
Thanks. And that's exactly, at least you get to hear exactly how we're building the business. We've got a very simple system that everyone can win. I've never seen anything like it, where you can keep your career, all right, and you can build this on the side, and it can literally double, triple, quadruple, and wherever you want to take it, you'll be blown away. How would you like to feel guilty about how much money you're getting? Now, we can't guarantee nothing. We don't know your ambition level, but I know one thing. Onyx said it earlier. When you've got this kind of momentum that is rocket shipping, like off the chart, you get swept up in that momentum. And sometimes people that still don't even know what they're doing get caught up in the momentum just because they're doing this 331 system. Now, we've got a great friend of ours. Gina went to high school with him. He's an incredible gentleman. How else would Gina be in business with a friend that she went to high school with that owns his own pest control company, got incredible personality, got incredible clients, okay? And he's reputable in town, but he wants to have a retirement. He wants to have some freedom in life. And I want to have my friend Todd Parsons to come on, tell us a little bit about what the patch is doing for him and his loved ones and friends, as well as what he sees in the potential of where we're going. And we just got started, and we're all just months into this.
That's right.
Go ahead, Todd.
Hey guys, you see me? I don't know about the lighting. I didn't get a chance. I'm getting all new to this kind of stuff. I'm used to being outdoors. Anyways, thank you for the intro. It's so great to see you. And first of all, I want to say thank you, David Schmidt. Thank you, Onyx, for being persistent. Thank you, Steve and Gina. And finally, that little patch made its way to me. And it has been golly, I can't even explain it. Because I was starting to think about having to sell that business due to intense knee pain, first of all. And so I got on the patch. I never even nobody gave me a patch. I said, you know what, I'm going to buy enough for Beth and I to give it a 2.5-month trial. And fortunately it worked. And then it was game on. And not necessarily game on. I spoke with my sister-in-law, got her, and I said, wow, I worked on her, worked on my niece. Okay, it's time to get busy. So for me, the knee was 7 to 8 days. And literally, I know who knows, God has a plan, but I'll probably end up having to have a surgery. Blood pressure, incredible. And I actually got off of it for 30 days. And this has been a journey. This didn't all happen, at once. This is little bits and pieces. Blood pressure, I didn't really notice that change until one day I'm driving. I'm going, whoa, I might fall asleep behind the wheel here. So I started checking it. So on my own, I cut it by half. Now that I do not recommend that you do that without talking to your doctor, but I'm kind of back and forth with them. I am now currently 75% off of my blood pressure medication, which is amazing. And I did go 30 days. I did have flutters. And so when I spoke to the cardiologist, she says, I want you to take one of those pills, cut it in half, and do that. And now, even though my blood pressure is still really low, I mean, I woke up this morning with a 100/62. Okay, so I'm thinking about taking that half every other day. I don't know. I'll talk to them. Floaters in the eyes. I didn't notice that, but has anybody seen floaters? Like you got a little parasite swimming around in your lens and then it disappears. I'm not seeing that. I'm sure my eyesight's improving at some point or another. Gums. When I first heard the gum testimony, Onyx, I was like, really? And it happened to me.
Yeah.
Because my last visit, and I spent, I want to say, it's a couple of years back, but I spent about 4 years getting the mouth back to proper health. And so there's a small car parked in my mouth, so to speak. But she didn't even check the pockets. She's asked me, hey, have you changed your oral hygiene? I said, no. And just doing what you taught me with the water pick and brush twice a day. Blown away. Skin changes. Oh my gosh, my wife is getting upset because I have ladies sending me selfies. Fortunately, it's just skin changes. So it's been a lot of fun. It is incredible what's going on. Oh, by the way, if you haven't tried it on a dog that may not be feeling too good, I've had great success with my pups. Cataracts disappearing. I was blown away by that.
Yep.
We also have a cat that doesn't belong to us. We patched him. He got into a big old fight. He was better in 3 or 4 days. My wife says, how much did you spend on patches for this cat? I said, $15. She goes, you know what that vet bill would have been? I said, yes. So that's why I asked you to give me 24 hours. So anyways, that was a lot of fun. There is, coming from what I see as far as the business opportunity, it is absolutely incredible. Now, if I was sitting here trying to sign you up into an entrepreneurship and pest control, bring out 30,000 and we'll get you started. And then meanwhile, you need to get out in that vehicle and go out and do. Okay. This is so easy. And I love, Onyx, how you said, you kind of fit it in the nooks and crannies. I do a little bit more than the nooks and crannies because I'm out and I'm always very keenly alert around who and where I'm at.
Good.
So whether it be I'm headed into Publix to pick up a bottle of water or something, I can take that moment in time, make it quick, make it snappy. My gosh, people, one spray can cost me $325. I got 2 of them in my truck, okay? The chemicals, I'm on auto ship every week to replenish what I do each and every day. So this, you're going to go out there, you're going to change a person's life with this beautiful little, what I call a power patch, and I'll get to why I call it that. A little envelope. I don't take time to pre it. It'll sit there and write my name while I'm having a quick discussion with them. And then, sometimes I'll get a little flourish. I say, do you think your husband's going to mind if I go to Mary from Todd? No. But anyway, you put the phone number. But a really key thing is I make sure that I get their phone number because otherwise you got, you still have a chance that they may call you. But most people, it takes more than 3 patches to get them going. And sometimes if I'm feeling nice, it'll be 6 patches, but that follow-up is so important. But I'm telling you, I got started at the gold package, really looking at it as kind of understanding if you're changing something at a cellular level, it's going to take time. Fortunately, 7 days in my knee, I was like, man, this is amazing. But just getting back to how simple this is, you just do it while you're out doing what you're doing anyways. You're running errands, you're doing this, you bump into people here, there, and everywhere, and it's so much easier. And, let's talk. I just finished up doing my end of week paperwork, or not end of week, end of day. So I'm my own, go out and do the job, and then you got accounts receivable, you got accounts payable, you got all these other things. It's like it consumes your life. The power of this little patch will trigger your body to start mending itself or healing itself, okay? The patch is, like Onyx said, it's not transdermal, it's nothing. It's just stimulating your body to wake up and get busy and heal itself. On the other side of what I see, and I made a joke with Steve some time ago. I said, well, because I kind of really dug into it. At first, it was just, I just threw it on. But when I read that your vascular age is reduced by 8 years, and it was more anti-aging. I called Steve. I said, oh my God, Steve, I'm going to have to build this business because I don't want to outlive my money. And I really don't want to be out there doing pest control forever and being exposed to what I've been exposed to for now 20 years. So this has also the power. If you go out and you go and start with your friends, family, people you know, people that you love, and then even the people you don't know, because there's so many more of them than there are the ones that you do know, you're going to have the time of your life. Your heart is going to get swollen. That's another great thing for your heart, is that when you start getting the calls and the feedback on how this product has literally transformed their life through their health, the most important thing that you can have, man, it just, I don't even know how to explain it. Or maybe Renita said, joy, 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 right? Right in the heart, because it just gives you that feeling like, man, I just really, I don't even know how to explain it. But guys, everybody out there watching, if this is your first time, jump in. The water is great. Plug into that system called build331.com. That is the do of the do. You follow those steps, you cannot miss. It's set up for you. The runway is wide open for you. All you got to do is participate and plug in. And like Gina says, this is it for sure. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Todd. We
Wow, that was
appreciate you
great.
sharing. And I know Beth, your wife, is a hair salon owner, so I bet she's.
No, she was. She actually. Yeah, she's had some great testimonials. She had a cyst behind her leg. She had a little toe that she has broken, I don't know, 3-4 times. We called it the furniture finder. And being on her feet all the time and everything, especially as a hairdresser, but now that is basically gone. And then another one that she didn't really notice, but I noticed, especially when we were in, we didn't really have a winter this year, but Christmas was very, very cold by Florida standard, and we had another day. That typically would have her running to the medicine cabinet to grab that little inhaler. No more. So her breathing and all that. I mean, just even running through the house with a Swiffer, I'm like, baby, you act like you just ran a marathon. No more. It's just been fantastic. So
Good.
That's
but
incredible.
it's getting tougher for the owners out there. She actually basically moved her business, and now she's renting a couple chairs with a friend because the landlords, through all this COVID, they just kept raising the prices for that brick and mortar, whether you own it or rent it. But she says, oh, I've had enough. And she's basically, I want to get her retired, and then I'll be right behind her. I see things happening quick. Thank you guys so much.
We're excited to help you do that. That's
it's going to happen. It's just a matter of doing the do.
That's right. I love it.
Right. Thanks.
I hope all the guests on here can really see the emotion that we get from the different testimonies everyone's sharing, and then the emotion that you can change their life financially. I mean, come on, wouldn't you like to help a friend live the lifestyle, or have a great retirement, or have the things that they always wanted to accomplish? Could be putting their kids through college, could be paying their house off, could be taking that trip or many trips and not have. How would you like to take a trip and then be able to come home and have another week off because you did every adventure that you could possibly do on that trip instead of having to get right back to work?
So you're saying a vacation after the vacation?
Yeah. And everyone knows what I'm talking about, So I really appreciate you, Todd, sharing. And you know what? It's really fun to be able to work with a friend and help people win and succeed. So real quick, as we're finishing up here tonight, I wanted to make sure that you know how to sign up if you're brand new. The time is now to get in, because everybody gets placed underneath everybody. So you want to get yourself in. Now, this order form that Gina held up, I suggest, at least if you're going to just try the product, a silver, but I recommend a gold. Todd mentioned he came in as a gold. He knew Gina and myself, so he wasn't he wanted to make sure he started the proper way. He said he got a 5-month supply. Gold is 5 sleeves. You're just picking how many sleeves you want, but a gold, at least you can make everything in the comp plan, and you get 5 sleeves. Now, I really suggest getting yourself on auto ship. It's like a no-brainer. You must get on auto ship, because the people that are getting placed underneath you get to keep the points and the volume. It's money in the bank as you're building. Now, 1 sleeve only allows $100 a week, but 2 sleeve, which is enough for a husband and a wife, or if you're single, 1 to promote, 1 for you. It allows everything in the comp plan. So it's a no-brainer. I mean, $199 for you to get everything you need to make everything in the comp plan and to feel like Todd is talking about. I mean, it's incredible that what you're hearing tonight, how everybody's feeling. And then the diamond package is if you're serious about building the business, you can't start a lawn maintenance business for under $2,000. And the difference here than anything else is that you're going to get paid for not only your own blood, sweat, and tears, like your own grit that you have to do no matter what you do for a living. Here, you put a person on the right and a person on the left that has a dream, whether you do it or not, or whether you're doing it at your own pace and they've got a dream bigger than you, you get paid for their efforts. What if you put 20 personals right, 20 left, and all those people go on and build a business? You don't know where they're going to build it, how big they're going to build it, but I will say that you get paid for what they do, and you don't know where they're going to build it or how big they're going to build it, but that's very different than a career where as long as you show up to be a flight attendant, I mean, test this out tomorrow. Call the boss and say, I'm not coming in. Keep sending my check to this address. It ain't going to happen, right? Here, you can't stop the pay. It just keeps coming. Whether you want it to come in or not, you're going to get paid, which is very unique. But you got to stick around. You got to listen and learn just a little bit. You know 75% of everything you need to know tonight already. Now just open your mouth, start talking about it. Like Onyx said, we got your back. We've got a whole team of people that we just did a Saturday training for 4 hours, and we could have went on for 8 hours. They didn't want to stop talking. Okay, we can give you every bit of information you need to know to talk to anyone. If they say they've got a question, say that's a good question. Let me get an answer from my friends that are building it, and we'll help you out. So do not procrastinate. Get yourself started. You'll never, ever, ever have something this simple that you can win and succeed at with a simple little tool like this X39 that is incredible giving this kind of testimonies. Here's our information to get connected. Make sure you're on our Facebook page. If you're not, Facebook, go to Quantum Field X39 team private Facebook page and join it, and you'll get all the updates. Go to Onyx Coles Network Marketing YouTube channel to get all the replays from tonight and anyone we've had, so that you can get up to speed. We talked about our team product website, startx39.com, and our training site, Build 331. We've got an incredible event coming up called This Is It. It's going to be in Tampa. It's already, hotels are being sold out. You will get the info you need. Cram it in on a Friday night and a Saturday, all day and Saturday night, so that you can get every bit of information you need to learn to make it happen. The more people you bring, the more that are learning how to build their business so that you can have incredible success. So most people make the mistake and they think they're going to like a rock concert, so they sign up the last day. Sign up now and bring as many people as you possibly can so that they can be taught how to win and succeed. And you got over 90 days between now and August 18th and 19th.
Absolutely. And it's $150, starts Friday night at 7 p.m. and Saturday night. You obviously, when you go onto this link, thisisitconvention.com has all your hotels. It includes 2 meals, lunch and dinner. It's amazing. We're going to fellowship, eat together right there. All the hotels include breakfast. So it's going to be incredible. But what we say is the more people you have that is working smart, not hard, because then you don't have to come home and translate and tell every single person. Have them there. They're going to get educated, information. Your business will quadruple the people that you have there.
You'll be blown away, right, Alex?
Yep, it's absolutely incredible. And there's nothing as much fun as being together, sharing each other's energy, being able to look us in the eye, interacting with us, and all the other leaders in this incredible business. It's really an incredible team.
Including David Schmidt, okay, who's the inventor, the owner of the X39. He is going to blow your mind. And by the way, some people thought they had to qualify for this. This is every person that wants to come and improve themselves and become a better person, not to mention win big time with the X39 technology. You want to be there. Get your ticket tonight, because we don't want anyone to miss out what can happen. And you've got plenty of time then to bring a bunch of people. We're on here talking tonight. We're going to be hitting the road. So we're coming to you. We're not just sitting here saying, sign up, you're going to make us rich. By the way, we're already winning in a big way. We're coming there to help you win. We want you with us. We're obsessed with our friends winning. Here are some of the stops we're going to be coming after the holiday next weekend. Then we're going to start hitting the road. Atlanta's hot. Tulsa, we're going to rock Tulsa. Daphne, Alabama is close to Mobile. Houston, Dallas, Scottsdale, Orange County, California, and Los Angeles, and then back here in West Palm Beach. Mark your calendars. You can even send your friends there, relatives or loved ones, and we'll do the work and they'll sign up with you. So you could use us to go to work for you to build a business out of your city.
Absolutely.
Any other business you build, you got to build it in your town. Like you say, you own a dry cleaners or a Subway. You're only going to build it there. Here, you can build it in every town
That's
in
right.
America.
It's a completely safe place. Feel free to send your people there. Whoever you send will go underneath you. And we are super excited. We're going with Mike and Sayi Hernandez on this tour. It's going to be incredible.
It'll be wild. It'll be wild. It'll be a lot. It'll be a
little
lot of
teaching twisted in it. So it's going to be incredible.
Can't wait.
Right.
And by the way, we're building right now. When Onyx told me that 90% of that 20 million to 280 million was done right here in America, I was blown away because that's what we were looking for. Not that we don't want to build international, and we will, okay? But I will say that everyone around the world looks to see what's happening in America. So with this momentum that is building and building and building, in the next 24 months, international markets are going to open up for every one of you, and you're going to have an international business as well. Very, very big. It's already happening right now. We're not going to be doing.
Remember, everybody, what Steve always teaches: number one skill to learn is recruiting. Number two skill to learn is promoting. Yeah. And so you want to be promoting to bring your people to those events. If you're not in those cities, send your people there. It's a fun environment. It's a safe environment. They'll enjoy it. And then we'll also be on the Zoom. So everybody that isn't able to physically attend will be able to attend via Zoom.
And I will say that a lot of these are in different time zones. So make sure you're aware of where we're going to be, and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. We're not going to be doing.
Reminder, there's no Zoom on Saturday because we're going to celebrate Memorial Day, remembering those who served in honor of them. So no Saturday Zoom and no Monday Zoom. And we know that a lot of people are going to have parties, fellowshipping and stuff. So remember, twist it. Take your patches with you. Share this amazing
Put your patch where they can see it. Okay, here's how we are weekly. We've got meetings. Tonight is Wednesday. The next opportunity meeting is Friday at noon because so many people are semi-retired and building it. They all wanted to have a Friday noon. We're packing at hundreds of people on Fridays at noon, and it's going to be incredible. Thursday, we've got a Spanish event that's going to be tomorrow night. And then every Saturday, we do a 1-hour training, and it's going to be incredible.
But this Saturday, no training because it's Memorial Weekend, everyone.
That's right.
So it's been great sharing with everybody. We're excited to be partners. We know you want your stem cell reactivated, and we want to help you.
So for those of you who are already enrolled, make sure tonight when we stop the Zoom, you enroll for thisisitconvention.com. Right there has all the information. And then for those of you who are brand new tonight, make sure that you get yourself enrolled. Don't put your head on your pillow. So you get yourself enrolled, because the quicker you enroll, the quicker your product gets to you and you can have your amazing testimony. And remember, guys, we are now business partners. Congratulations. And this is it, guys. God bless you. Have a great week and make the best of it.
Guys, thanks for all the guys that shared for their testimonies tonight. And again, we're excited to be partnered up with you. Thank you, Onyx, for sharing
Absolutely
this incredible technology with us and opportunity. And we're excited to be partnered up with every one of you. Have a great rest of the evening, everyone.
God bless.
Good night. Thank you, you too. God bless everyone.